And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because that everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Ryan Wall Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's soccer coach Ryan Wall. And Ryan, an electric win for you on Wednesday night over West Liberty. Last second goal to get it done. What was that game like? And talk about what you saw from your team.
Yeah, great to get the win. We've been kind of promising that for a little bit, but finally to get over the hump sort of thing with a win. Honestly, I feel like we could have done a bit more than just a 1-0 win in that game. We had a lot of the ball, and actually, to be honest, they also had a couple of counterattacks which were dangerous, and our keeper, Sam Faulkner, came up with an excellent save probably a minute before we got the winner there. But just really pleased for the girls. They've worked so hard trying to get used to the system, get used to what we're doing as coaches to try and get them to play a certain way. So just basically just really pleased to have kind of got the win on the board and hopefully onward and upward.
And we're going to walk through those final couple of minutes. We'll start with the goal. Gabby Bortolucci draws that foul with about 13 seconds to go, gets the free kick. Talk about her taking that chance and how she was able to get it in the net.
Well, I think it was Rosie Callie that drew the foul, to be honest. I think I watched it earlier and saw that. But there was a lot going on. It was hectic, so I can... But yeah, Rosie, we broke away from their attack, about 30 seconds left, went down the field, and Rosie got taken down on the edge of the box. And I'd noticed in training in the last week or two that Gabby has surprised, I guess, myself. Maybe I should have known already, but she's got pinpoint free kicks. She can put it in either corner, bend it over the wall, around the wall. Just a great talent. And so I was screaming at her to take the free kick. And sure enough, she didn't just take it. She put it right in the top corner. Keeper got a little bit of a hand to it, but it was about 8 seconds left in the game. Just really pleased for the girls. It was a great, exciting way to finish the game, and kind of a bit of a revenge because they did that to us last year, if you recall, up there. So it was it was a good turnaround for us. And like I say, I'm really pleased that the girls got a win out of all the hard work that they've been doing lately.
And you mentioned moments before that, Sam Faulkner came through with a big save, leaping up to knock it over the crossbar. She has a shutout. Talk about her and her work in net this year.
Yeah, she's really stepped up. So Sam didn't get too many minutes in the last few years she's been here, but she's always had the talent, and she showed that in the spring as well. So in the spring, she played most of the games, and so far she's been really on it. Last night was a bit of a test for Sam, and she stepped right up and grabbed it with both hands, and that save late on was an excellent save to keep us in the game, to be honest with you, because if that had gone in 1-0 with 2 minutes left, it would have been tough to come back from. But I won't just say that. I say the rest of her play last night, the distribution with her feet, she's got a great foot on her. She can put the ball 40, 50 yards to one of our players, no problem. And she's really stepped up as a leader in our team this season.
And what does a win like that do for you guys? A last-second win gets you some momentum. What does that do for a team as you go through this conference stretch?
Well, it's really big for us. We've got a real tough game on Sunday when we've got one of the stronger teams in the conference, Frostburger, established program, coming in. But that's where there's no pressure on us for these kind of games. So the games against teams are kind of around us. It's a little bit more pressure. So to win a game with that pressure on us, I think that's massive. And obviously we'll play them again, and I think it bodes well having that in our pocket that we've already beaten them, West Lib, I mean. So I think it's good. We can look at the games that we're not favored in as opportunities now. And so, like I said, it takes pressure off us.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's soccer coach Ryan Wall. And Ryan, as you continue this MEC North stretch, you guys are going to be on the road for a lot, with the exception of Sunday. You have a lot of road games coming ahead. How have your girls been handling having to play on the road and kind of dealing with those early season road trips?
Yeah, we've had one or two. I can't recall, lose my memory here. But I think we went to Columbus for a trip. But I think actually we got a lot of new players in the team, and I think they're excited about it. And as I always tell them, half of it on the road is the mental aspect. Can you put up with, maybe a crowd that's maybe not in your favor, maybe some calls from the officials that inadvertently are going against us. I think that's the key, and we've talked about that. So I think the girls are ready for it. To get the win on the road, last night it was great, and last time we were on the road as well, we had a good performance in Columbus. Could have been better, but I think we're just ready for it now.
And looking at your game on Sunday against Frostburg State, obviously one of the top teams in the MEC North over the last couple of years. Talk a little bit about the Bobcats and kind of their style of play and what they bring.
I haven't seen much of them yet. I will do, but per last year, very strong program, athletic program. The players, a lot of kids from the Maryland region, which is a hotbed of U.S. women's soccer, so they can tap into that. So for us, it's going to be how physically strong we are and how physically aggressive we are is going to be important. But then also, same thing again, can we transition forwards with the ball and can we, do something in the attack? And I think last night we were showing some really nice signs of that. It's been a while. It's been a little bit of time coming, but we're showing some nice signs of being a little bit more creative and effective going forward. So if we put those two things together, you never know. We could get something out of Sunday.
And finally, as you guys have been going through the season, talk about the growth your team has shown. A lot of young players. Talk about the growth you've seen so far.
Well, I think just as soon as we scored the winner last night, I think the team spirit was really evident. We had players that were injured running onto the field to celebrate with the player. I'm not sure they're allowed to do that, but running onto the field to celebrate with the team celebrating with each other. And even on the way back in the vans, it was like the atmosphere was just really, really good, a positive atmosphere. Even and a big thing I've also been saying, the people on the bench that aren't getting into the game, them supporting the players in the field by cheering and supporting them vocally, that really makes a difference too. And they were doing it all night last night. So I'm really pleased with the team atmosphere. From what I see, it's been really, really good. And I think that's going to be a key for us if we're going to continue to notch a couple of wins on the board going forward.
Thanks, Ryan. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks a lot.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because that everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.